in July of 2019, this was a month before Epstein died, he had a suicide attempt that the prison noted. It was reported that there was a suicide note that he wrote, but this was reported by his cellmate, Nicholas Tartaglione. He was the one who claimed to have found the suicide note. That note has not been seen by anyone until, a month or two ago. It was unsealed by the court. And this is what it says. It's not signed. There's no names on it. It says, they investigated me for months, found nothing. So 16-year-old charge results. It is a treat to be able to choose one's time to say goodbye. What you want me to do? Bust out crying? No fun, in all caps, not worth it. Is this suicide note real, in your opinion? Is this authentic? Did he really write this?
I absolutely believe it's real. And I broke that story almost 2 years ago.
Yeah.
I was never able to get the unsealing of it. So I was happy that the New York Times was able to get it unsealed. I do believe that note is real. I do believe Epstein was in, I think he was miserable in that. Is a terrible prison. If you know anything about MDC, it is a hellish facility. So yeah, I absolutely believe. And it's been looked over by a handwriting forensic expert. It's been validated. Nick finds the suicide note in a book in his bunk. So Epstein had left it in a book that Nick was reading, knowing that
in Epstein's bunk or in
Nick's bunk. He claims Epstein put it in there. And so after this was happening and Epstein was being interrogated by the prison, he says that Epstein, he lifts up the suicide note and he's like, "You forgot your suicide note, asshole." And Epstein, he says, mouths through the glass window, like, "I'm sorry." And so this has always been the story that Nick has told for the last 2.5 years since I've talked to him. It hasn't changed. And I think now it's starting to prove that everything Nick told me, at least regarding this situation in this case, is there's supporting facts and evidence that are surfacing.
Who sealed the suicide note? Like, where was that sealed and why? I don't understand that.
Well, Nick wonders that too. Nick's also, in reflection, in hindsight, he's asking a lot of these questions too. He turned over the note to his lawyer right away. He said, like, here's Epstein's suicide note, and it is documented. There are, in the files, there is documentation of this resuscitation and Nick helping him or saving his life, really. But he says he gave the note to his attorney, and the attorney turned it over to the judge, and then no one saw it again.